I'm gonna tell a story, kids. Listen up, it's important. If you're a guy out there, you need to understand your value in society. Most of us, as dudes, have been raised to basically idolize chicks, sugar spice everything nice. It's a lie. It's a lie. See, chicks, not all, but broads are the most manipulative creatures you will ever encounter in your life. They will do whatever it takes to get you in the door, and then the mask comes off. Get you whatever, do whatever you want, as long as you're a guy of value. She'll do whatever she has to do to get you to sign that contract. And then, she catch you by the balls. It's gonna be a roller coaster ride. I've never been married, but I've been in enough relationships to know that it's pretty much the same thing. All marriage really is a piece of paper. People that say anything else are delusional, as far as I'm concerned. Try just like, well, you can live with someone and get as much ass, probably the more ass than married you actually get, because old stories I hear from Tom Likas show and whatnot is that married dudes get less ass. Because some of these American broads, some not all, are so lazy and entitled that they basically give up after they get a guy to sign his balls away, basically, by signing that stupid contract, and then therefore allowing the government to basically watch over their lives instead of just living their life without, you know, Papa government getting involved in everything. In my opinion, it's dumb. I don't need the whole freaking world knowing what's going on between me and a girl. It's absurd, stupid. It doesn't make any sense to me. I've never been the kind of guy that likes an audience. If I liked an audience, I wouldn't be wearing this, now would I? Ever since high school, I've never been a guy that liked crowds. I got nominated for homecoming one time. I don't know if I told the story, but I'm gonna get to the point eventually. But see, I got nominated for homecoming, king or something. I dropped out. At the time, I would have pissed my pants if I had to go in front. This was in front of the whole entire high school. Somehow I got picked, and I did everything I could to keep my head down back in the day. Somehow I got picked. Somehow. I'm like, how in the world did my name come up in this? True story. So I dropped out, and it's like, well, I've gained confidence over the years, but at the same time, I still prefer not to have everybody know my business, if you know what I mean. I keep my affairs private. I know chicks don't want to shut up, so I always got that one group of minions that they have to tell everything to. It's like if I walk into like the office or something, let's say I work in an office, right, and I'm dating a chick. If I walk into an office and I see a bunch of people staring at me and stuff, I know that they know something because I know she said something to them without talking to me. And that's the problem. Like Tom Likas says this in one of the episodes I watched recently. If you're abroad and you blurt out all this stuff, details of our relationship to other people without talking to me, you're gone. It's like I made the mistake of not establishing ground rules, but I figured that you shouldn't have to if you're in a relationship. I mean, like, I'm not a public dude. I don't blurt out what's going on behind the scenes because I don't want people to know. It's for a bloody reason. I don't do that. Most guys don't. Like, chicks don't want to shut up sometimes, so of course they're gonna run their mouth. Like, yeah, that was on me. I made the mistake of not establishing ground rules with this broad. You know, like hugging other dudes in my presence, for instance. Yeah, or whatever she was doing. I'm sure she thinks that's gonna get me to come back to her. I'm sure as soon as I see her again, that'll spark up something again. Anyway, getting to the point. So I know somebody that's been in an on and off type of relationship with a broad who's older than him, by the way. See, most guys are still plugged into the matrix, so they're still blue pilled, and they don't understand their value in society. It's something I've learned. Like this chick I used to like at church, right? Blonde chick, gorgeous. Here's the problem. I liked her, thought she was attractive and all that, but in this one group setting or whatever, she blurts out she wants to be a mom. I didn't realize at the time, but she was 25 at the time. So I'm like, now I'm doing my research, listening to Tom Leggett and stuff, and I'm like, now I know all about the wall and stuff and chicks and their depleting value as they get older, especially in their mid-20s. It's like, now I understand. And that's exactly why I got rid of her. I'm like, no. I know I liked her, I don't like her that much. Believe me. Not if you're paying her freaking bills or just lying at the home plate and giving her these brats that she wants that I don't. If two people ain't on the same page, then clearly not meant to be. But anyways, that's when I first started becoming more aware and waking up to what chicks are really about. Because most chicks, I don't want to say all, but most chicks in their early, like 17, 18, 19, probably aren't going to be fussing about popping out kids. Probably. But it's like 24, 25 and up. Definitely 28, 29. They're thinking about their quote unquote time clock, biological time clock. Dudes don't have that. Though if you didn't know that, now you know. Dudes don't have a time clock. So, look at George Clooney, for instance. Dude's in his 60s, got a younger wife in her 30s, 2 kids, twins, I think. So that's an example of what the value dudes have in society, yeah. Not the same for chicks. Chicks in her 30s, she hasn't had a kid. Chances for having a healthy brat declines. I mean, like, I've had chicks that I went to high school with that didn't know I existed, showing up out of nowhere, all of a sudden sparking interest. And listen to Roll Tomasi talking about the Red Pill 101, talking about the epiphany phase. It's when chicks are done riding the CC and they start settling for the geek or the Poindexter, as Tom Leggett would say. The guy that she would never have even bothered smashing back in the day. All of a sudden, Poindexter looks pretty reliable because Poindexter has got a job and he's been sitting in the basement doing whatever X amount of years. Whereas the bad boy like myself couldn't care less about dates or anything like that. And yet, chicks will still chase that kind of stuff. That validation. But it's like the broads that I went to high school with didn't notice me. Well, a little late in the game for them because there's a whole nother batch of young pieces of ass that have grabbed my attention, one in particular. And we got this on and off thing going on, but I also don't know what's going to happen down the line, but in other words, chicks that are like 28, 29, they have no chance anymore. Like, they're out, they're out. It's like you broads missed the train. You had your chance to get a guy in your early 20s, but your two are busy writing a CC, chasing the football quarterback treated like crap, or the bad boy like myself that probably ignores it half the time. And now as you're 28, 29, and your mom and dad is pushing for your ass to get married to some sucker who doesn't know understand his own value. Just so you're not seen as an old maid. Well, I understand my value. I woke up a while ago to the red pill and trying to pass it on to you young kids now. As Tom Likas passes on to my generation, those before me. Tom Likas, who's, I think he's retired. He's still around somewhere. But his radio show will always be legendary. The way he talks to chicks, the way he talks about broads, it's hysterical. I'm just like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, the red pill really woke me up. It's amazing how a little bit of research can just completely change your views on life in general. It's like, wow, 27, I look like I'm 18 or even younger than that, apparently. And the fact that I can attract so many, not even so many, but like younger, hotter broads, it's fascinating. Because no one is going to tell you this in high school. No one's going to tell you this in college. He's going to say, oh, you need her. Like, no. Girls need dudes more than we need them. Believe me. It's really not like it is in the fairy tales and all that stuff. Like, dudes can be in their 40s and still get a 22-year-old piece of ass. You could be in your 50s and get a 22-year-old piece of ass or a 19-year-old piece of ass. And lock them down, because chicks like older dudes. They do. Because it keeps them younger, longer, which is, of course, important to chicks. Keeps them younger, longer, and I want to see majority of them, they'll have their kids young and still be able to work, because a lot of chicks are in the career world now. It just kind of changed the ball game, because there's no longer traditional gender roles. Like, it'll be more of a tussle to see who's going to stay home and cook dinner and all that nonsense. While one of them was working almost, I don't want to say full-time, but at least part-time. And of course, in my experience, I'm always prepared for whoever girl I'm interested in to leave, because they always do. So, this one leaves, I wouldn't be too surprised. I'm almost expecting it to happen eventually. Can't stand her minions, but that's another topic for another time. Believe me. There's no connection between me and her friends. It's like, and again, it's on me for not telling what's what front. Of course, I didn't know we're gonna be like this, but you know. So of course, she's the one that's been pushing for this relationship more than me. This is how it should be. It's feminine energy for pushing for relationships. That's feminine energy, not masculine. Girls should be the ones chasing you. Don't believe what your parents be saying, like, oh, you gotta treat her with respect. You gotta send her flowers and open doors for her. No, if you want. If you wanted to walk all over you, go right ahead. But I hold back on that kind of stuff. Not so much because of the past, but I don't know. It's probably because I'm not big on public displays of affection or anything like that. Like if I gave her flowers, all her friends would be watching and be like, my ass would be watched like a freaking hawk. I'm not into that kind of stuff. Sometimes it just but yeah, this guy now is bonding off with this chick for X amount of years. He didn't allow himself to have other options. If you're a dude, explore your options. Don't settle for the first chick that drops your pants for you. Like, it's so stupid to do. Explore your options. Make sure you've gone through the barrel of. Make sure you have at least 3 or 4 plates spinning at the same time. Talk to different broads. Don't settle for one right out the gate. It's stupid. If you're smart, wait till you're in your 20s and then some of these younger broads will come up to you. Believe me. It's happened several times already. It didn't always work out, but I'm like, damn. Because it's amazing. I just thinking about some of the younger brothers that came up to me in the past. I'm like, oh my goodness. At first, I admit I questioned it a little bit. I'm like, huh, this possible? It's like, is this all right? I was like, damn. We were nothing to complain about. Not that much. Gosh. It's like if this guy understood his value, he could be in the same exact position I'm in. So going for an older chick, I'm like, dude, it's like when he's 40, she'll be 45. I'm like, I don't know about you, but that's kind of gross. Like, you can do better, man. Like dudes in your 30s, you can do better. Seriously. I'm just saying in general. You're in your 20s, go younger. 30s, go younger. Don't go older. Stay away from single moms, especially single moms. Stay away. Doesn't matter how provocative they dress. Stay away from single freaking mothers. They're trouble. In my experience, I encountered this one single mother. I'm pretty sure I recognized her because she probably went to my high school back in the day. She's probably one of those popular broads. Split her legs with a football jock and got knocked up. Multiple times, I'm guessing. Because she must have had 3 or 4 brats. I just looked at her, I'm like, no. The only reason she go after a guy like me is because he got money. That's it. All they're looking for is a guy with a paycheck. Because they chased multiple dudes away, got knocked up by multiple dudes, and probably chased them away because they're crazy. It's like my cousin's one of them. She got knocked up by 3 dudes. 3 kids, 3 separate dudes. So clearly she had no idea how to use birth control, or it was just plain stupid. I'm guessing stupid and no birth control. That's what happens. Oh my goodness. So the moral of the story is don't settle for less. Understand your value. And you broads out there, don't give in to the pressure of your friends or your sisters or your mothers. If you're young, don't waste your youth trying to prove yourself. It's such a waste. You only get to have one childhood. Don't waste it trying to prove yourself to other people. Don't let your friends manipulate you. Have a mind of your own. Have your own conscience. Think for yourself. The problem with today's generation with all the phones and stuff is that they're always on the damn phones. It was like, I don't think there's a single chick in this generation that's not on Snapcraft right now. Me personally, I only use Facebook to look up news and stuff, so it's not the same thing, really. I stopped watching TV a while ago, so. It was like, yeah, I understand your value. I listen to a lot of Red Pill videos. Raul Tomasi, shout out to Raul Tomasi. Shout out to Donovan Sharp. Steve Dean Williams, Tom Likas. Shout out to all you dudes. And those of you watching, do me a favor, hit that like button, will you? Mash the like button. I don't think there's any comments available, but hit the like button. And spread the word. Spread the word about the red pill. A lot of dudes are waking up. I hear marriage rates are declining, divorce rates are declining. Good. Dudes are wising up, realizing that, I'm not saying every marriage is bad, but I'm not completely against marriage. I don't know. I just don't believe in signing a piece of paper to be with someone. Oh, it's a deeper commitment, Pete. Is it? Because you can still live with someone and have a deeper commitment. I mean, like, what is standing in front of a bunch of people spending thousands of freaking dollars for a dopey ceremony gonna prove in the end? Besides how cheap you are. Anyways, so yeah, hit the like button for me, and share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.